KBGA Missoula, you're listening to Missing Zhongguo. Today we have two characters as the theme. One is 板, meaning bored as a noun. And the other one is 半, meaning half. So, Mr. C, can you relate them to any movies?
Well, this might frustrate you, but the word bored makes me think of boardroom. And when I think of movies and boardrooms, I think of the Star Wars prequel trilogy. Those are episodes 1, 2, and 3 that George Lucas made in the late 1990s and early 2000s. Came out in 99, 2002, and 2005. And they were generally thought to be not very good movies for numerous reasons. George Lucas wrote them, and while his story structure is good, his dialogue is usually not good. He also directed them. He's a bit of a boring director as a director, though he did make American Graffiti, which is one of the greatest American films ever made. That might be an accident. Anyway, so online you'll see a lot of debate because for a long time, before Disney made Star Wars movies, people said, oh, the prequel trilogies are the worst Star Wars movies ever made. But then the Disney came along and somehow managed to make movies that were worse. And I'm not really going to go into why the Disney movies are no good. I'll say this. So Disney was supposed to do a sequel trilogy, 3 movies that take place after Return of the Jedi, which is already a challenging thing to do 30 years after, 35 years after Return of the Jedi was released, whenever the first Disney movie was made. They didn't write all 3 movies for the Disney sequel trilogy at the same time. They handed the second movie, so the first movie was just a rehash, right, which is a waste of everybody's time. And then the second movie, they brought on a new director, and he wrote a completely different script. So then the third movie, they had to bring back the original director, and he had to somehow recuperate everything that the Last Jedi, so you see that there's a problem right there. If you don't have a complete roadmap, if you're going to make a trilogy, you have a problem. Now let's go back to the prequel trilogies, which is what I'm talking about for your word bored. Among the many problems with the prequel trilogies is that there are endless scenes that take place in boardrooms. So it's very weird to see Yoda and all these Jedi aliens sitting around in what is very clearly a corporate boardroom discussing things. It looks out of place in a Star Wars movie. And the great director John Milius, who is friends with George Lucas, explained why this happened. He said George Lucas is an executive. He's not an artist anymore. He hasn't been an artist for many, many years. And executives sit around in boardrooms. And then if you write something, if you write a movie or you write a book, you tend to write what you know. George Lucas knows boardrooms. So that's why the prequel Star Wars movies have tons of scenes in boardrooms. It's one of the many fatal flaws in those movies. Somehow, as awful as those movies are, and most of them, in fact, all of them leave me bored, spelled differently, somehow they're still better than the garbage that Disney produced.
Thank you. I think some of us are already bored.
Unless... I think Doctor's saying you and I need to have a conversation.
Unless for those who are interested.
You asked me. You asked for it. You got it. Toyota.
No commercial here. Thank you for the recommendation.